Hi everybody, welcome back to So Making It Up. I'm Jane.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we're talking about makes. I might have bought some more fabric. Just a little bit.
She has.
Just a little bit. And some sewing fails.
Yeah, definitely some sewing fails. I need a bit of advice.
Okay.
So what should we do? Should we talk about what we're wearing first of all?
You go first because I always go first.
Okay. So I have got on a puff-sleeved shirt. I don't know if you can see. Sleeves. I think it's by the assembly line. I've got a few of them, and this fabric, I'm touching my hair. This fabric I got from Misan before, I think it was the last trip we went to before lockdown. So yeah. Probably, I think we worked out we went in February, didn't we? Late February.
We've got that's on the vlog.
Yes,
we've got a vlog on that. Actually,
the Gold Hawk road trip.
Yes, yes.
So we'll put the number at the bottom. Yeah, this was just a remnant. I think it cost something like £7. And
it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's quite a nice jeany type thing. Jeans, black trousers, whatever. What I've noticed, because you've got a puffy sleeve as well, haven't you? But what I've noticed is that puff sleeves are everywhere
they are now, aren't they?
They seem to be a big fashion thing at the moment.
Fashion for once.
Yeah.
I knew it'd happen eventually.
It comes back round again, doesn't it?
I am wearing the I Am Zebra by I Am Patterns, and this has got puffy sleeves, and it is in a navy jersey. It's got the brass buttons, fasteners. I don't know, whatever they are, you can see those. And what I've done is the neckband and on the cuff, you like this bit, don't you?
Yeah.
You're right close to the camera there. I've put contrasting fabric on, and this is from Stitchy Bee. She called it Sheepy Sheepskin, I think it is. And I've got a toaster made out of this same fabric, and it's quite nice because you just basically wash and wear it. You don't have to iron it or do anything like that. But you probably can't see it on here. We can a little bit, because this fabric is non-stretch and this is stretch. You do get a little bit of that sort of.
It looks fine though.
Yeah,
I do like that. They're like they're little lammy legs, aren't they? They are like little lammy legs. You can just see her prancing around with her lammy legs.
I don't prance around like that, by the way. Just so you know. Not when anyone's looking anywhere. No, that's true. In the kitchen by myself. Completely different matter.
So what else have you been making? Show us your Halloween.
I've done a bit of a practical. I've got a whole, well, I say practical. I've got some practical makes, and then I've just got some completely non-practical makes. So this is a Halloween felt kit. So I've made it from scratch, but because it's a kit, I haven't sort of designed it, if that makes sense. It's by Plaid Crafts. Busilla, I think you say, and basically it just comes with all the felt bit. You have to supply the card for the wreath and wadding, but yeah, it comes with instructions. If you've never made one of these before, I wouldn't start with this one because the instructions were a little bit scant, to say the least. I would start. I've got a Christmas one and a one that's got donuts,
sweetie one,
sweet one, yeah.
Used to be on the door.
Yeah, so the instructions on that are a lot more clearer. But yeah, so I have been making that over the last sort of 3 weeks.
Really effective. So do you sew every sequin on?
Yes.
And the whiskers and?
Yes, everything.
It's very good.
And it's weird actually because I don't really like hand sewing because I haven't got that much patience, but I will quite happily sit and make something like that. And it doesn't take that long.
I think it's because I think all the bits are separate, aren't they? And then you put them together. I can imagine I'd get quite obsessed with making something like that.
Yeah, so it's quite good if you want like a little project for all of those that love Halloween, actually.
Actually, so while we're on Halloween and while we're on sewing little bits on, so there's a bit of a story to the pumpkin situation. So Jane and I were talking about Halloween and about making pumpkins, and she said to me, well, why don't you just do a quick tutorial on how to make a pumpkin? And I was like, yeah, easy. Well, I don't know what I was thinking of, because I probably made 3 variants of pumpkins, different ways, the most complicated ways you can think of. And then I finally got to grips with it, and I ended up making this pumpkin, which is a bejeweled velvet pumpkin, and the fabric.
You've gone posh, haven't you?
I have gone posh. Do sometimes do posh.
Posh with your Halloween decorations. Mine are all like run-of-the-mill Halloween, and you've just gone completely different level.
I think, to be fair, it's based on a pumpkin, but it's really a pincushion, an elaborate one.
Lovely.
But the fabric is actually, I got some samples. I was going to buy some. Do you remember when I was going to make some velvet curtains for the lounge? I got loads of samples of different fabric, and so I sewed them all together and made a circle, and then just went from there really. But yeah, a bit over the top. There will be a tutorial on how to make a pumpkin out of any fabric you like, and if you actually want it to be like Halloweeny, you make it orangey, I guess.
Yeah, it's lovely.
What else you bought then?
Oh, this is exciting. Poo bags.
Oh yeah.
So my friend has asked me to make her a load of Christmas gifts basically, and so I've had to figure out how to make a poo bag for all of those that have got dogs. If you want the pattern to this, or you want to see how I've made it, just let me know. Actually really quick and easy,
but it's definitely a posh poo bag holder.
Well, I've made it in sort of a wax cotton as well, so if you clip it on your keyring or clip it on the dog's lead, and it is waterproof. Yeah,
it's really nice. Go on, you go. You've got far more than I have. I've got 2 things left.
Did we not have this conversation last week? Where one of us had been working really hard and sewing a lot, and the other one hadn't.
Maybe because the other one's just been working hard.
The next thing I've got
the slave driver boss.
So I ordered
Love that.
A load of leather with a view to making some bags or bag bases, and when I got it, it wasn't really what I thought it was, as in it was scraps of leather that you couldn't really do anything with. So I thought, what should I make? And then I found a site that sells sort of the clasps and I don't even know what you'd call that, but these things, and it's really quick and easy to make keyrings.
So nice.
And it doesn't take much leather either. It literally took me 2 minutes to make this.
But it looks amazing.
So it's quite good for a sequin bag or as a keyring. So I've made that. A couple of those. I've also made, it wouldn't be a sewing vlog without face masks. So I've made lots of different patterns for face masks, but I quite like these because I've created a pattern where you can have the bendy bit so it fits around your nose, and also at the sides, because I haven't attached the elastic, when you pull them around your ears, and I don't know if you can see that.
Okay, so you've done it through the seam.
Through the seam, it makes it fit around your face much better and close to your face, and with the bendy bit over the nose, it fits better all over your face. So I've made some of these. And again, these don't take that long to make either. So if anyone wants the pattern or the measurements, or an instruction video, I can do that as well.
Me please.
All right, I'll do one of those. So I've made a handful of those.
We didn't talk actually about, we actually ventured to London last Friday. So we had a day off work, and we went with the view that we were going to Berwick Street to go to the fabric shops. And there's no more fabric shops. Well, there's one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was one. Actually, there were 2. There was Misan and McCulloch and Wallace, and all the rest had gone.
Yeah, really bad. So
it's really strange, actually.
So it was very strange going into London. The face mask just reminded me of it, because going into London, we got the train to Euston and then we just walked, and it was just really bizarre. There was no one around. Walking down Tottenham Court Road, then to Oxford Street, there was no one. I've never seen Oxford Street like it before. We did go into Liberty's, which was lovely. We had a lovely cream tea in there and a glass of fizzy, and then we went to Fortnum and Mason's, and we did do the posh shops. Looked at fabric in Liberty, didn't we?
Yeah, drooled over the
amazing
fabric.
Their furnishing fabric is just amazing.
Lovely.
Yeah, so it was really, really weird. So we didn't...
And a lot of the shops were closed, or closed as in gone, or closed as in weren't going to open until much later. And it, like you say, it was really, really quiet.
Yeah, so Russell and Bromley on, you know, I think quite a flagship store for Oxford Street, been there for years. That's closed. The Regent Street one is still there, but the Oxford Street one is closed. So very, very bizarre up there. And we came back rush hour time, didn't we? And it was just dead on the train. So it was good to get out. We had a nice day, but it was just very...
Very weird experience.
Yes, very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, onwards with the...
So there's a bit of a theme going on with the next ones, and actually with these as well. So I'm gonna.
Are they all matching?
No, but I'm gonna see if you realise what the connecting factor is.
Oh.
So this is another Kalle shirt by Closet Core Patterns, and this was made with the linen remnant from Fabworks. I did show another one from the remnant in our last sewing catch up. I had 76 or 78 centimeters, so I didn't have enough to do the collar and the cuffs or the inside facing or the inside yoke. And on the outside yoke, I wouldn't normally put the stripes up that way. I'm just splashing my pattern matching, which is better in some places than others. I'd normally go horizontally, but I didn't have enough to do that. So yeah, so it's okay. Someone thinks it looks like a bowling shirt, which has slightly ruined it for me. I think that's jealousy though, because she's not done any sewing again.
It's jealousy because I've not been bowling recently.
So that's that. I'll put some pictures. I might put a picture in here, or I might put a picture later, depending on how I feel when I'm editing.
Wearing
quite
it with her
honestly.
bowling shoes.
So rude.
Oh my god, where did you get all this from?
I've been busy.
What
Some of us are dedicated to our art and just don't lose in and then just go after making a couple of things. So next, I have bought. My kiddies needed some pajama bottoms, so I have bought some stuff, and I got this. This is just cotton poplin. It's got skulls on it. There you go. So there's that one, and there's this one.
That's nice. I like that. I like both of them actually.
So
are they both? They're both boys, aren't they?
These are both for my son. So what I decided to do was, because I'm used to buying dressmaking fabric that's 150 wide, and because my son's, you know, not that old, I thought it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Completely ignored the width of the fabric. It'll be fine. And when I got it, it was really not that wide. It's like 114 wide instead of 150. Turns out that he is nearly a metre long. Who knew? So I didn't quite have enough fabric. So the inside of the waistband is lined with that.
With the theme fabric, isn't it?
With the theme fabric. And also, it wasn't quite wide enough. So I've had to do a little bit of a hash or hack, whichever word you really want to choose. So when I cut this out, I put the selvages to the middle, and then if you imagine the leg of the trouser, it sort of curves in. The bottom bit where there's some space, I had to sew that to the side where the crotch was, for the sticky out bit there, because that was being cut off. It wasn't wide enough basically. And I don't know if you can see this, because this you can't really see on this fabric. You might be, yeah, I'm not even gonna.
No, I don't think you would even.
I'll show this on the next one because you can see it on the other one. So those are those two. But my sewing fail was that I did the same size pyjamas for my daughter, and they don't fit her, so I'm going to have to take these apart. So I got to the point of putting in the waistband, which I've taken off. You can see my sewing hack much clearer.
That's a design feature.
I think. So I've had to.
I love this.
So this is from Higgs and Higgs.
That's so
and it's
cute.
chambray. Yeah.
It's got little, I don't know if you can see, it's got little doggies on there.
Scottie dog, there we go, you can see that. And it's not really directional. But again, it's not that wide. It's not 150 wide.
That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of the dogs are one way and some are upside down.
Yeah. So it means you can cut it.
Ah.
Right, it's not directional.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Nice.
but I'm going. That means though I'm going to have to cut down here, put a panel in.
Oh my gosh.
And it's the same with those as well. So that's my sewing fail. Should I carry on? Do you want to do your sewing fail?
Yeah, let's do. If we're doing sewing fails, let's do a sewing fail. So I made quite some time ago now. Oh well, I bought quite some time ago this fabric from Drapers Daughter, and it is.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can you see
it's
the bottom of that.
It's Nani Iro double gauze, and they did it in about 3 colourways, I think. And I just really love, this was just right up my street, but I always struggle when, I always love the look and the thought of double gauze, but for some reason, no, I struggle with it and I don't actually think I want to buy it again. So I made this, yeah, but I made this top. I think this is the I Am, well, we think it's the I Am Gaia top, and it should have the gathering in bits here. But it's it's gapey. As I say, this has sat in my UFO box, and we've talked about the UFOs before. I've rescued and finished a couple of them, but this is, I haven't finished this one. And I was so disappointed because I was going to make a dress out of it at one point, and I thought long and hard about what to make out of it because I wanted to make something I'd wear.
Because it's not inexpensive either, is it?
No, no, I can't. I think it's something like, it's 22 or 28 a metre, I can't remember. But no, so yeah, bit disappointed. But I think what I need to do is probably take it apart. I'm not sure what you think I should do with the.
I think you would be better off putting some facings in there rather than the banding, because double gauze will shift about a bit because it's a loose weave. So, and I think it will lay flatter with thick facings on the inside. And you can do my trick of using.
We haven't even said what the trick is, have we yet?
Actually, we should, because I haven't got any more to show.
So what should I use?
You can use my trick of using the duvet cover, and this is carrying on from our vlog last week where I used a recycled duvet cover for fabric for tops and things where I'd run out of fabric, and I've been doing it again. So the inside of the pyjamas and the top I made were all still using the same, and the inside of the face mask.
It's the duvet that just keeps on giving.
Still using the duvet cover.
I do have duvet covers actually that I need to get rid of. So what I will do is I will attempt to fix this at some point, and then I'll maybe show it on me in a couple of weeks' time.
Next week. Next week's going to be your week. I'll have done nothing next week, and you can sit here with a massive pile of stuff and go through it.
Anyway, while I'm talking, I'll just show the last one. So this is, I think this is like a silk. I think it's silk, and I think it's a remnant from Misan again. And I don't know what pattern this is, but anyway, so it's just like a top really that can go, I think, underneath cardigan, or it can be worn on its own. I have worn it on its own, but I ran out of. I really liked this fabric, which is, again, we bought this at one of the shows, and I made some trousers out of it. I don't know what it is, but I really like that, and I thought actually that looks nice as a top section, but I didn't have enough, so I then had to use a different type of silk for the inside facing. So it's a bit of a mishmash of 3 different fabrics really, but
you can't tell though, because they're all very, very similar colour, and they act the same way, as they're all quite sort of drapey as well.
It's not like putting scuba and crepe together.
Yeah.
So so that's the sort of thing that I will just wear around the house and wear it under things and that. So that's my lot for this week. And you've bought more fabric, haven't you?
I have, but to be fair, so this is cotton jersey. It needs washing. It arrived today, so I've not washed it, so I'm hoping it gets a bit softer. And there you go. See that there?
Well done, Neil the postman again.
it was DPD, I love you know.
Oh,
I
not
used to know his first name, but he moved on, obviously tired of doing
Exactly. His poor legs were hurting from coming up the drive
exactly
every 5 minutes.
So this is cotton jersey. This is £5 a metre, and this is wide. So I've gone completely the opposite. I ordered 2 metres of massively wide fabric to make 2 long sleeve pyjama tops out of. I'm gonna have loads, but this is from Fabworks in Huddersfield. I think it's Huddersfield. It says down there.
Yeah.
So they are going to be pyjama tops, and I'll probably use the cricket, and put some slogans on there. And then this.
What is that?
Right. So this is on Fabworks online. They've got Heart of Huddersfield wool, and this is their new collection, and it comes in a ton of colours. Now I've made a toaster jumper by Sew House 7, and it's something that I wear all the time. They're just really handy to have at this time of year, and I saw this online and was thinking, oh yeah, that'd be lovely as a toaster. So this is £12.50 for a half a metre.
Oh, it's quite expensive, isn't it?
So I bought 1.5 metres, thinking, because the pattern for the toaster says I need about 1.5 metres, and it's not soft. It's
Can you wash it?
by hand. It's kind of scratchy. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be all sort of fluffy and cuddly and wool and jumpery, and it's not.
I wonder if you could make a waterfall cardigan out of it.
I think I'm going to have to make some sort of cardigan out of it instead of a jumper.
Do you know what you could do? And I know it's a bit tricky with the waterfall because of the way that maybe you could make a variant on the waterfall, but you could, if you lined that with some really nice silky lining, that would make a really nice, it would make a really nice like long cardigan to the knees.
Yeah. I don't know how wide it is. So as I say, I've got 1.5 metres. This is where I like knock you out and then put my arms across you and go, oh. Yeah, so I think that's probably 150 wide again.
That would, with some like light blue or grey or something lining, look really nice. It's like just, you know what I mean? Like a long, it's making me want one now.
So
like a long cardigan.
Yeah, I'm thinking it needs to be like a long cardigan because it's not going to be a jumper.
No, I agree. I think that's going to be irritating.
Yeah.
And if it comes up, doesn't it, round the neck? It would
be really scratchy, and it's not going to hang. You can kind of tell that it's not sort of going to. You probably can't tell from here, but it's not going to hang properly as a jumper either.
Nice cardigan with jeans though.
Yeah.
White shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's a shame. So, have you built anything else that's not been delivered yet? Probably.
Trying to think. Yeah, I have actually. I've ordered some vinyl. So I've also been asked
for your flasher mag.
Turned dark really quickly, didn't it? So I've been asked to make some dog bandanas, and what I'm going to do is embroider the dog's name on one side and then use the reflective iron-on vinyl on the other side into sort of a big paw print, and have different fabrics either side, so they can choose which side to put on the dog rather than the dog choosing. And then if they're going out at night, the paw print, if it's reflective.
Ah, okay. I get it. Do you know what? I had a visual then of a dog bib. I don't know why. When I heard vinyl, I thought for some reason bib. Never mind. Not dog bib, is it? Make a dog bib.
So yeah, next week I will probably be coming with loads of stuff I've made for dogs, really. I don't know if I'll get the cardigan done. I don't know. I might get this.
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure. Actually, I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure I will.
Oh, that's making me itchy now.
Yeah.
That fabric.
I know. I know. So what are you going to be making? Let's commit.
I really don't know. I really don't know. I do need to make something. I have half made a t-shirt, as you know, So I did make a t-shirt this week. Awful. So I might have a play about and try and finish that, salvage it into something.
Yeah, do you know what I think we both need to do is have, and well, something I definitely need to do is have a look in the wardrobe and think, what actually do I need?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to, in this weather and working at home, I wear a lot of sort of baggy trouser type things, harem pant type things are just my staple go-to.
Pyjamas. Just wear
No, not
pyjamas all
pyjamas.
day.
You don't wear pyjamas all day, don't believe that for a minute.
No, I was saying you do, not me. I don't wear my pyjamas.
My things are a bit like pyjamas, yeah, they're just comf. But I quite fancy making, I don't know, I quite fancy making, I saw something really interesting actually on Instagram the other day, this really big oversized hoodie.
Oh, really?
With fleece inside. So I sort of, not particularly for me, but I think my daughter would really like that. I think yours would as well. I don't know, I need to get some inspiration. I was looking earlier, I got an email from Dragonfly Fabrics. They've got a new range of Italian needle cord.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
So I was looking, excuse me, I was looking at that earlier. And I actually put some pink because I want to make a bag. Actually, that's what I need. I want to make this week. I want to make a camo bag because I've got the stuff for it. But I put some of the needle cord in the basket and then ended up getting distracted doing actually some work. So I wouldn't mind making, actually I was going to talk to you about it to see what you thought about if I could make like a needle cord dress. But not, I wouldn't want a fitted dress because that's not me. I'm more of a, you know, I'm thinking like A-line or pinafore dress type thing. So I've got quite a nice pinafore pattern from, I can't remember, I think it's Tessuti, I think it's called, the Claudia pinafore. So I was thinking maybe I could make like a needle cord dress or something.
Yeah, as long as it's not too jumbo.
So this was like really fine needle cord. You know, like the trousers you've got.
Yeah.
They had quite nice. I think it might have been the colour of your trousers, like a petrol sort of colour.
Okay, yeah.
So I was thinking I might get something like that. I mean, I need to buy some fabric, to be honest. I've got fabric, but I've not got anything that's inspiring me to sort of go and make something new. So yeah, I think watch this space. Who knows what we'll have next time? Watch out for the pumpkin video.
Yes, pumpkin video will be
Week after next. And
I should be making another Halloween bag.
are you?
Yeah. Before I'm hoping that will come out before Halloween as well. Because otherwise it's going to be a bit, yeah.
And then we'll be
Needless.
on to Christmas.
Yes, we need to start thinking about Christmas decorations, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You see, now you've got this stamp hat, then you could turn that into a Christmas. Take these off. Christmas
Baubles. Oh my god. Actually, what I didn't say is what I'm making as well with some of these jewels is I don't know why I got it into my head. I'm making I think it's going to be a sunflower, so I'm sewing loads of diamantes on as the middle, and then I'm going to have some petals and use some pipe cleaners and things. So that's a little bit of a sort of craft thing that's ongoing. But I do need to make some clothes. I feel like I haven't really made clothes, proper clothes, you know, like a nice dress or something for a long time.
You haven't.
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
Anyway,
On that note,
have a great week.
we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.